so long to get here. Anyway, I'm happy that you came back. It's your girl Ty, aka Talks with Ty the podcast, and I appreciate you clicking on this video. If you haven't, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Also, I need you to do me one quick favor. Go on over to Spotify and iTunes, okay? Podcast, that is. Type in TalksWitTy and hit that follow button. That way, if you miss me here on YouTube, you're able to catch me while you're riding to work or just you need a minute to decompress. Come on in the room, girl. Let's talk about it. It's your girl, Ty. I'm so happy you came back. Now stay tuned for the episode. Hit that like and share button. I'll see you in a sec. Welcome home, Angel, and welcome to Talks with Ty, the podcast. It's your girl, Ty, and I thank you so much for checking us out. Listen, join us weekly as we discuss all things life. You heard it right, and I mean life, adult life, that is. We're going into season 3, 2024, and we're excited about everything that we have coming to you this season. Join us as we are live interacting with family, friends, guys, girls, talking about everything life brings. Make sure that you're following us on our social media outlets on TikTok at Talks with Ty the podcast, Facebook at Talks with Ty, and Instagram at TalksWitTy_. I look forward to seeing you. Come on in the room and let's talk about it. It's your girl, Ty. I'll catch you in the next episode.
Out with the old, in with the new car, new crib, new nigga too. Life moves so fast, let go of the past. Love
That's
a
right.
little more, cherish what you have. When the cloud strikes,
You already know what time it is. Happy Monday, everybody.
Make a wish and
Welcome
blow
home,
into
Angel,
the sky.
because you know what it is.
Be the best year of your life, best year of your
Indeed.
life, best year of your life.
Indeed.
La la
La, 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 la.
la 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 la. Oh,
I've been really trying, baby. Trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel, baby, come on. Oh, come on. Woo, let's get it on. It's cold trying to take over me, baby, but I'm fighting. Baby, let's get it on. Let's love, baby. Come on in the room. Let's get it on. Sugar, let's get it on. Ooh, we're all sensitive people with so much to give. Understand me, sugar. Ooh, since we got to be here, angels, let's live. I love you. There's nothing wrong with me loving you. Baby, no. Y'all cannot tell me, okay, that I cannot sing. It's not up for discussion, okay? I'm Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey up over here. Y'all, I'm trying to keep these braids in for another 2 weeks. This is why I don't get braids, because they don't ever last. Happy, man, y'all already know what time it is. Stop playing. Welcome back to Talks with Ty the podcast. Welcome to another episode of Mindful Mondays with Talks with Ty. I am so happy to be in the room tonight. Listen, if I'm going to show up, I'm going to show up for y'all. I'm going to show up for me. All right? Amen. Okay. Today is January the 29th, 2024. And we are here live in color. Okay. Up in the room with just a little bit to say tonight, not a whole lot. Y'all already know we come in here, we get into the things. Thank you so much, Angel, for coming back. I'm so happy you came back. Shout out to everybody watching this live right now in the room with me. Put some ones in the chat. Let me know you in here. Shout out to everybody watching this on playback. Comment, like, share, subscribe, follow. You know, do what you need to do to be a part of the crew. Okay? Come on in. Come on in. It's Monday. Ooh, yeah, we made it through. We made it through. Okay? Ooh. Okay? I didn't want to get up this morning. All right? I didn't want to do it. But I did. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, tonight I'm a little tired. So I'm gonna give y'all all I got, but I'm here. I'm in the land of the living. All right. The cold is trying to get me now. Okay, so I've been medicating myself all day, eating oranges, up on my vitamin C, drinking my aqua. Okay. I don't know. They hating on your girl, man. And I can't have no scraggly voice doing my show. You know what I'm saying? This is all about the voice and things. But tonight we got some things to talk about. Okay. We definitely have some things to talk about. Okay. Y'all know I only talk about me now. Like I'm up here. I only talk about stuff that I'm going through. So if this helps you, if the shoe fits, then put it on and wear it. Okay. The show is not for everybody. It's not everybody's cup of tea. If you happen to be one of my angels, come on up in here, grab your glass. All right. And fit your ass. No. And let's get ready for the show. Without further ado, you already know what time it is. All right, we are back. We had to cue the intro before we get the show started for the week. Okay. I like to do a little something called Taj Jewel of the Day. Taj Jewel of the Day is a part of the show where we just like to plant a good seed, hoping that it'll bring forth a harvest within you as it is done for me. Okay. Let's get into Taj Jewel of the Day for today. Why don't we? Taj Jewel of the Day. You are on no one's timeline but your own. Be patient with your pace as you progress. Don't let someone else's idea of how, when, or where you should be make you feel like you're on the wrong path. Everyone's journey looks different and is unique and personal. Remember, happiness and success looks different for everyone. No matter what, keep growing through. So that's Taj Jewel of the Day for today. Listen, don't let nobody look. I'm telling y'all because I've been talking about this the past couple of days now. So that's why I'm speaking about this in real life with you all, right? I've been talking about, sometimes we get distracted and we'll look at what everybody else doing and we'll get upset with our progress because things may not be moving the way that we wanted to move. I can only talk about what I know. I have been there. But you got to put that work in. You can't think that anything you got fast, you'll lose it the same way. And let me tell y'all something. The top of one mountain is the bottom of another. Keep climbing. That's like real spill, okay? That's like for real, not for fake. So you just got to keep going. You got to keep growing through. All right? Because nobody has it all figured out in this life. That's why we here on the show. Okay? Talking about the crazy stuff that we be growing through. All right? Tonight's topic, we're going to be talking about something that I think is very important for us to grow. Okay? Relinquish your control. All right? Relinquishing your control. You do not have to be in control of every little thing, of every person, of everyone all the time. Relax and live life. One thing that I'm learning about control, right? As we talk about control, let's look up the definition of control because y'all know I'm famous for looking up a definition. Because y'all know I like to know what I like to understand and break down because you know, if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. Control. What does control mean? Mm, let's. Oh Lord, I ain't even I put control. Control definition. The power to influence or direct. Say that one more time. Okay, this is the definition of control according to Google, right? The power to influence or direct people's behavior or the course of events. The power. Ooh, they go those control freaks, always wanting to be in power. Hold up. The power to influence or direct. Remember we talked about that last week? Them people that like to direct. They like to mind your business, but not theirs. The power to influence or direct people's behavior or the course of events. Control. Let's talk about control tonight. And let's talk about, I just want to talk about a little bit of why it's important, or why at some point you're going to have to relinquish control. And then you have to be mindful of what it is and who it is that you're relinquishing control to. All right. This is the bottom line, right? We're talking about people. We're not talking about spirit, right? Because what I've learned is the only thing that I'm going to relinquish my control to is the big guy upstairs. This is the top, the ruler of all things. Okay. Outside of that, nothing or no one else is going to control me. And I try to stay in control of that for myself because I don't want anything in the world to control me. Not money, not people, not nothing. Right. So, but let's talk about understanding, right? We need to talk about relinquishing control because we need to be mindful of who and what we're relinquishing control to with the understanding of what control means. People. We're going to talk about control in reference to people, meaning people like you, another person here on the earth living in skin. Okay. Something that I'm learning about people in control. People only want control because they want credit. I said it. The people only want control. Most people want control because they want the credit. They want to tell you what to do so that they can be able to tell somebody that they told you what to do. They want to show you to do it this way so that they can say, hey, I showed them how to do it this way. That has got to be some of the most annoyingest behavior. Annoyingness, is that a word? I don't know, but y'all know what I mean. That has got to be some of the most annoying behavior ever. And see, understanding like a control freak, right? Someone that has to be, I used to be like that. I'm not going to lie. I'm guilty of that. I used to like want to know what's going on, what's happening. And I still have moments of that. I still have moments of that because I feel like as long as I'm in control, I know what's going to happen. But that's not realistic for the life that we live today. And understanding that life happens. And so we can't always control our outcome. I could easily say, I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to work out. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to make sure that I'm out of the house at 7 o'clock. I'm going to be on that 7:15 bus in the morning. I'm going to get to work precisely at 7:30. Like that's my control. That's me saying I'm going to do this. I'm in complete control. But I'm not in complete control that that's going to happen like that. And what happens with people like how I used to be myself, a control freak, The moment that something throws those chain of events or schedule of events or course of events off, we lose our freaking mind. The world's coming to an end. But I only want control because I want the credit for how my day went. And I had to understand and learn that I don't get the credit for that. God does. Right? So I wanted to just bring this to the attention. And this is not going to be a long show tonight because I'm not feeling too good, but I did want to come up here. Understanding that at some point in our growth, at some point in our growing through and our maturing and our growing and our pushing through whatever it is that we're growing through, we have to let go and let God. We cannot be in control of every little thing all the time, every second. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. We're not in control of anything. What our lives are already planned and destined. It's up for us to do the work to reach the necessary destination. I talked about this yesterday. Starting point, destination. All that happens in between, it has a lot to do with the decisions that we make. We are not in control. I think understanding what we choose to relinquish our control is very important for our journey. What is controlling you? Is social media controlling you? Y'all want to talk about it? Yep. Okay. Is social media controlling you? What's the first thing you do in the morning? I had to catch myself, y'all. Talking to y'all as I talk to myself. I used to find myself last year, first thing I do when I get up, before I even hit the floor, roll over and grab my phone and see what happened on social media. And to me, I felt like that was a form of control. I ain't said, thank you, God. Thank you for another day. Praise the Lord. Took a good fart. I ain't did nothing. First thing I do when I wake up is roll over, grab my phone, and look at what happened on social media. And to think I wasn't even into my podcasting and stuff this consistent as I am now last year. First thing I do. Hey, Jill. First thing I do, y'all. What's controlling you? What have you relinquished your control to? I remember there was a period of time when I was going through my healing stage, I was drinking every day. I had relinquished my control to alcohol. Every day I had to have a drink. When I got home, and I ain't like drinking throughout the day, but when I got home, I'm going to have me a drink. Okay. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that because I'm an adult, I'm of age, and I can have alcohol, but I found myself needing it every day. I couldn't sleep. I had to have a drink, whether it was wine, liquor. And I'm not talking about like drinking liquor every day. I'm just talking about having an alcoholic beverage, whether it was wine, liquor, whatever it is, right? I had relinquished my control to having to have something to drink just to relax me. Like I'm not in control enough to relax myself. That's crazy, right? But that's just me. I'm not judging anybody if that's what you have to do because I've been there. I get it. I understand it. That's why I started having to change my behaviors, changing that thought process. You know, social media was controlling me. Having a drink before I went to bed was controlling me, right? Needing to be with somebody. I didn't care who it was, right? Don't want to be alone. Some people, well, I've never been like that, but I know some people that just can't, no matter what, they relinquish their control to another person, no matter who it is, whether they got their stuff together, like they just got to be with somebody. You got to be mindful of what you relinquishing your control to. So I started filling those areas of my life with prayer and God. Asking God to help me, asking God for guidance. With the areas where I had other things in control, waking up first thing in the morning instead of reaching for my phone, taking 5 minutes to say, thank you, God, for giving me another day. This is the day that the Lord has made. I shall rejoice and be glad in it. Like, come on now. Come on, Ty. Like, I had to tell myself this. Then getting up, doing my workout, right? Doing what I need to do for me, just having a moment for me. Then we could get on social media. Let's just wake up. Let's be alive in this moment. Because I don't know if my next minute, second is promised. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, I'm not in control. Boom. Right? Coming home in the evenings, let me journal. Let me write my goals down. Instead of feeling like I got to have a drink. I got to pour me some wine just to relax. No, I can relax in my thoughts. Understanding what I'm relinquishing my control to. Like, these things are important, and you're going to come to a point in your journey, especially if you're healing, where things are going to start to shift, right? You got to be careful who and what is in control of that shift. I'm telling you, you're going to lose things. You're going to gain things, right? You're going to feel like some days you're not in control at all. Ultimately, you're not. Right. But if you're going to be allowing people, places, and things in your life, you got to understand what you're doing, how you're moving. And you got to pray. Ask God to be in control of that thing. Because he's the only one that can see what our eyes can't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like understanding that piece. Understanding it's okay to relinquish control only when we understand what control is and who and what we're relinquishing it to. Don't give we give things power. We give things power. I'm not giving anybody the power to have control over me. No human being. Furthermore, I'm not, excuse me. If you let me just say this because this just came to me. We are not created to think about the person that wants the credit for everything good. Like, think about someone who's always got to be in control of something, right? Excuse my dogs, but think about somebody that's always got to be in control of something. And they only want the control 9 times out of 10. There's always that one time, but 9 times out of 10, they want the control because they want the credit for whatever is happening. If this should go good, they want to be the ones to say, oh, I did that. Oh, that was all me. Or they listened to me. I gave them the guidance, right? This is facts. Think about how controlling that is to want credit for something. Like, if you want to pour into someone, why does the world need to know that you did it? Why not just do it because it's the right thing to do? Or do it because it's on your heart? Not do it just to be able to say, oh, I did that for that person. They did that. They made that move because I told them to, or they did that because I told them to, right? Or I helped them do that. Like, you just want the credit. That is so vain, right? Humans are not created for praise. It'll drive us crazy. Like, the level of pride, right, that would come with that from a human being, like, oh my gosh. Like, that's why you have these people that think that they're, like your
Nazi, what's the Nazi man? Hitler, right?
being in control, all right? Just in control. Like, you got to be careful with that because then you could become that. Like, it takes over. The pride takes over. The wanting to be in control and wanting to have the credit. You thinking that you're God, right? It takes over. And we're not created to be able to handle that. Like, humans, we don't need a little bit of shine and we don't know how to act, child. I get a little bit of money, get fresh, get my head down. I don't know how to act. I think I'm Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if I had too much of that. Like, you got to remain humble. You know what I'm saying? And you got to make sure that's why I'm saying, like, being mindful of what it is that you're relinquishing your control to and what it is that you're doing and how you're moving. You around somebody, they always want to be in control of something. Get the hell away from them. Like, don't be around nobody that always want to be in control of what you got going on or say that they had something to do with what you did. If you with me, then you with me. I got you. You got me. This is what we doing. Everybody ain't got to know that I did that for you or that you did that for me. I don't need no credit for nothing that I do for nobody. I did it because it was on my spirit to do, or that's what God told me to do. Like, people that's prideful like that, get from around them, man. They want to be in control. And they going to do whatever they can to be in control. Don't relinquish your control to people like that. You be thinking that a person doing a good deed and then you turn around, they done told 50,000 people what they done did for you. That's crazy. I'm not doing that. You best get around from, but nah. Anything I do for you is because I wanted to do it. Anything you do for me, I pray it's the same. And if it's not, it's gonna be eventually I'm gonna find out. Because if you one of them type of people that can't relinquish control, that always gotta be in control, your behavior, that fabric, we talk about that character, I'm gonna see it. And then I'm gonna just know what to do with you right then and there. It's cool. It ain't no love lost. You just can't be around me. You're not my tribe. Understanding control, right? What that looks like and what it truly means, and understanding what you are relinquishing your control to as far as people, places, and things, and what you have around you that wants to control your being. I had to learn this. I had to live through this. I had to grow through this, y'all. And it wasn't easy because there's been plenty of times where I thought that somebody meant well or was doing well by me or whatever the case, and they just wanted to be in control. They wanted to say that they had something to do with something. Like, and it was some of those times I was giving them that control. What are you relinquishing your control to? And what is happening when you do that? Like, be mindful of what you can't go without. You know, is it that necessary? Do you really need it? Be mindful. Be mindful. Be mindful. Anybody that always want the glory, always want the credit. We're not built for glory. We're prideful people. You, me, I, everybody. Like, it's just how we built. Somebody always want the credit. Sit down somewhere. Let somebody else get some credit, for God's sake. You know, person always want to be in control. Oh, don't do this, do this, do this, do this, and do that. And 9 times out of 10, y'all, the people that always want to be in control
do not have this shit together. It is the most irritating thing ever. I'm trying to be in control and you're not in control of your own life.
It makes me feel good when I help you. Help yourself. Hell, I don't look. You want to help me? Help me by helping you. And then maybe we can help each other together. Don't be out here trying to tell me what to do and all of this. You ain't got your own life together. You know, those people, we talked about them. You know, it's just, come on, y'all. We going into a new season. We're changing. We're growing. We're developing. You know, I can't help nobody until I help myself. Everybody got a podcast. Everybody, like this is very popular right now, podcasting and stuff like that. And just gaining an audience. You have to talk about things of substance that people want to hear that's going to help somebody. I can't talk to y'all about nothing I ain't been through. I ain't here to control what you do. You're going to do whatever you want to do at the end of the day. But I'm just telling you about my journey in it. I can't have a subject up here that has nothing to do with something that I haven't been through. I have fell victim to relinquishing my control. And it wasn't a problem that I was relinquishing my control. The problem was who and what I was relinquishing it to. So I changed. I did some behavior. I made some different choices. And I'm choosing only God today to be in control of my life and all things. I don't do nothing without asking God first. And I'm still messed up. I still got issues. I still fall short. I'm still going through. But you better know, 10 times out of 10, I'm asking God first. So you better know if I give you a good licking, baby, you had it coming. Because I probably asked the triple OG up top for permission to do it. Okay? I'm in that position. If you're around me, I've been given permission to have you around me. And if I haven't asked, I'm going to have to come to his feet at some point and ask. Because that's just the way my life is set up. And like I said, I'm still growing. I'm still developing. I don't have it all figured out, right? I don't want the glory for nothing. I just want to live, you know, little squirrel trying to get my little nut, do what I need to do, plant some good seeds, make some people, you know, help some people along the way and grow through. That's all I want to do. That's it. Just a squirrel trying to get my little nut in the world. You know what I mean? And I mean that in the most positive way. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes, being nobody way, and I don't need glory for nothing that I do. Because anything that I do was made possible for me to be able to do it. It ain't everybody's business. So I just wanted to come up here and talk about that tonight because this is something that you need to write a book after this podcast of yours. I've been told a couple times that I need to write a book. I don't know. Maybe it could be something God. Like I said, I don't know. We'll see what the man upstairs talking about. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, for rocking with me. I will be back tomorrow for TalksWitTy Tuesday. But this was a very important topic, y'all. Just to let you know, like, just be mindful of what's around you, of what you're doing, of how you're moving. Like, what do you do? What's the first thing you do when you get up? What's the last thing you do when you go to bed? What are you doing throughout the day? What is happening when you're relinquishing your control? And then identify what those things look like. I'm not telling you to change them. You might like your life how it's set up. If you like it, I love it, baby. I ain't here to judge you. But what I am saying is if you're going to progress through, if you're going to grow through, you're going to have to change some things. And what you're relinquishing yourself to, and when you're relinquishing your control, that right there, that matters. That matters. The things that are controlling you, the things that you are subjecting yourself to, that you can't be without, matters. You should be able to just dwell in you and God. And if you can't, you may have to change some things. You feel me? Listen, y'all. You already know what time it is. We've been up here half an hour. I just wanted to get this out, because it was something that I thought about last week, because, I pre-plan my content. And it was just very important for me to talk about because it is something that I struggle with. Found myself relinquishing my control to things that, it's just, I didn't want to do it. I don't know if it was a reason, but I want my first and last to be God. That's just where I'm at today. You feel me? While you're writing a journal, you might find your story. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. If you haven't already, do me a favor, head on over to Instagram and follow us on Instagram at TalksWitTy _ Instagram. Okay, make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel at TalksWitTy on YouTube, and that you're also following us on TikTok at TalksWitTy the podcast. It's all free, and I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the support. I have some things that I'm working on for you guys, for my listeners. Working on some gear, some apparel. We got some things coming up. It's moving slow, but it is moving. And slow progress is better than no progress at all. Y'all already know what I say. Man, thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow. Okay? Y'all already know we do Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Well, we do Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Okay? And I will see you guys tomorrow for TalksWitTy the podcast. Make sure you turn your notification bell on. Okay? Make sure you hit the like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow. All right. And as always, I love you much. And I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.
Human beings have one job. Self-care. Take care of yourself so that when the people you love fall, your arms will be strong.